to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Gentlemen,
How are you, my
very
friend?
well. Thank you for having me back.
That looks like a new Christmas
It's
sweatshirt.
a nice, yes,
I
nice
like
new
that.
Christmas sweatshirt.
Prana.
Yeah, of course.
Is it really?
Yeah. I love the brand, Mike.
We've got to get them on
Can't
board
go
this
wrong.
year. We've got to get
Yeah.
Prana on board with the team. It was looking good for a while there. Anyway, I took your advice last night when you guys left here, Jay. I was like, God, everyone keeps telling me about this fucking Black Mirror show.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it? Black Mirror?
Yeah.
And it turns out I have watched an episode. I watched I don't remember if it was episode 1 from season 4. If I went to the beginning, it was one about people being chipped and they could go back and rewind their life and see
Oh, yeah.
what they did.
Yeah.
Some guy was getting cheated on by his girl,
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
Apparently it didn't resonate with you at the time.
I think
Or you just lost track of
it
it.
did. It was just one of those I just lost track of. And so I finally watched Crocodile.
Wasn't that
night.
good?
Fuck yeah, that was great, man. What a great episode.
Yeah, that's a good one to start with, I think. I've only seen about 6 or 7 of them, but
Yeah.
that's probably,
It's
the
not
one to
bad.
start.
I finally saw The Mule too.
Yeah,
Like,
like Clint.
Yeah. I remember you talking about, because you went like opening weekend.
Right.
Who did you go with?
Russell.
Russell. And you took issue with some of it. You didn't want to spoil things. And I finally saw it like a week ago. Beth and I went and saw it. And I took issue with some things too.
I'm sure I didn't want to spoil things. There's not a ton to spoil. The story is what it is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It just, he tried to build too much of a story into this thing. Like,
yeah.
guaranteed.
Like a human feel.
Yeah, reality.
For-
This old man just needed some cash and was running drugs.
Yeah. Like lots of them.
Yeah, but Clint's version is there's all sorts of touchy-feely.
Yeah. Family
Family moments.
issues.
Well, they only got it. They bought the whole story off an article in the paper, like in the New York Times or something. Like,
Yeah, there wasn't a huge backstory from him, man.
Yeah, well, he wasn't very likable, and obviously his family hated him
Yeah.
throughout. But yeah, that whole thing. The part that got me was a Mexican guy gets pulled over. He's in the vehicle that they're trying to find Clint Eastwood's truck or whatever.
Yeah, I know where you're going
And
with this.
they
dude.
pull that Mexican guy over, and they do this like 6-7 minute fucking social speech
Yeah.
about. This is the most terrifying 5 minutes of a colored person's life. Get pulled over by the police, and they're going on and on and on and
Right.
on. And
Did not need to be in the story, by the way.
dude, played no role in the story except to say that this is how colored people feel
This
when
is
they're
their
pulled over.
experience.
This is their experience, and I'm doing exactly what you say. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Here are my keys. And I'm just like, oh really? This
Yeah, I thought
doesn't-
it was going to go somewhere, and then it didn't. They just let him go, and he drove away. I'm like,
What was the point to
Okay.
that? I don't know. It was just
checks the box, right?
It stood out so much to me as like this moment, like
Well, that and then
Ugh.
where Clint pulls over to help the quote colored people. I think he called them.
Oh, no, he
Oh,
said
yeah.
Negro.
Tire. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did
he
he say
said,
Negro?
yeah,
All right.
he said
Yeah.
Negro colored.
And they're like, yeah, we don't you don't refer to us as colored or Negro, whatever
Yeah,
he said.
yeah.
He's like, oh, all right, well,
Oh,
whatever. Let's change the
Well, do you
tire.
want this help or not?
Yeah, he was trying to help him change a flat tire or something. 90-year-old white guy, you know.
Right.
It's like, well, of course he's gonna come with the Negro or colored. Yeah. So I did not think the movie was that great either. It was
Yeah,
it was
it's
okay
fine, yeah.
at best, and
See, my
It
dad,
was
my
just
brother,
thin.
and I
It was
saw
just
it.
thin. They
Yeah.
tried to.
Well, point 1 to point 8 to point B, man.
Guy ran like 7 or 9 times for a cartel, made a bunch of money, and then got caught.
yeah, and they
What a dumbass too for not changing his vehicle out.
dude, I thought the same thing the whole time. I was
They
like,
knew
why
they were
wouldn't you-
looking for a black truck.
Why wouldn't you fucking flip your car out once a week? He's
course.
making tons
Of
of cash.
course.
It's like, dude, buy a new car every week.
Yeah. Sell
Ditch
the one
that
you
one.
have,
Yep.
buy another one with it.
Yep, exactly. Easy. No, keep running in the same thing. And that's why the
Just a
cartel
dope.
liked him, because they're like, yeah, he's got no record. He's 90-year-old white guy. Who's
Just
gonna
a
fuck
dope.
with him? Yeah, moron.
Well, the thing is, I was looking into it, and I was saying, like, dude, in the end, though, they shot that movie in like June, dude. Like, they shot it in June or August,
Yeah, it
in
couldn't
like
have cost much, man.
Atlanta or June or July. Like, they in Atlanta, got it together, edited it, boom, ready to go December.
I'll tell you what, they could have saved a couple mil by not casting Bradley Cooper in it. Am I right?
Oh, dude,
What'd
totally.
you need Bradley Cooper for that?
And
I thought
as
he
if
took
he
a-
would have this touchy-feely
Oh, I know.
come to
this-
Jesus moment with
cafe.
this. Oh my God,
I
dude.
know that part. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Are you
He's
kidding? And then
sitting
when
in the cafe
At
with
the
it.
end, when he gets to the car, he's like, talking to him. You were talking about your family, weren't you?
That was you. That was you.
Ugh, it was like, okay, enough. You're right. You could have saved millions of dollars just by.
I bet they didn't know though. See, my thought on that is different. I'm telling you, I bet that Brad Cooper did a favor or some weird thing where it was like, man, I get to do a movie with Clint. He's an artsy guy, kind of, or something. I bet that's what happened,
Yeah,
dude.
could have spent a week doing it.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, he really could
role.
have, dude. Like, literally could have been a week.
Anybody could have played that role, though.
Yeah.
There was nothing special
When
about
you hear
it
Brad
at all.
Cooper, and you know, if you have a movie that you're about to film and put to air in less than 6 months,
But yeah.
and you know,
No, I know, I get it. I mean, Bradley Cooper's going to draw people to the theater, no doubt about it. So.
You know what we don't have to go too much. What we kept joking about too was with Cooper's role and then his boss. They were so just
Fishburne, yeah, Lawrence
standard.
Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne. Why was he in it too?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
But the
it
scenes
was such
were,
cliche.
dude.
yeah.
He just walks in and he's on the phone. He's like, "We got to get these numbers up. I need numbers.
Yeah.
I need a
All right,
rest."
chief.
I've got a story for later about people took to Twitter talking about like roles in movies, you know, because it stands out when you're that guy. Like if you're an attorney, you're watching a movie about an attorney. It's like you recognize, like when I see something on a radio station, it's like, ugh,
dude, watch
that is
Frasier
no
and see
way
what you
how
think
that would
about
be
that.
done. It's no way
Yeah.
how that would be done.
Yeah.
You know, and so people were taking to Twitter just doing their little, by the way, I'm a cop and this is that, you know, I'll explain it later. But I finally, after the show last night, I think there was like 8 minutes left in that Bears game. And
Went back and watched the debacle.
Yeah, I did. I went back and watched it, and that poor Cody Parker.
I didn't realize it was Golden Tate though who caught the touchdown just before.
Oh yeah, great grab too on 4th down, take the lead against the #1 defense in the league. Cody Parkey, I guess is his name, and boy oh boy is he getting hammered today. I mean, hit the upright and the crossbar.
Do you know what was tipped?
Yeah, I know, but people. Did you see the Carl's video?
Yes.
The guy leaving the game. I fucking
Barstool.
Dude, yeah, Barstool Sports had this, and here's
This
Carl.
is classic.
He is not happy.
Probably speaking for every Chicagoan.
Oh yeah.
8 million, 10 million, 25 million. I don't know how much fucking Cody Parkey's getting fucking paid, but that little fucking cocksucker from South Florida can make a goddamn fucking kid for his fucking life. I mean, how much fucking money we gotta pay this fucking cocksucker? How much fucking opportunity do you fucking need? How many fucking missed kicks is Cody Parkey gonna fucking hit this year? 11! That's how many! 11! Fuck you, Cody! Fuck you!
Dude.
I love that he's walking out of the
I know.
stadium just forcefully.
What does he have, a selfie stick with him? Is that what's
Kinda
going
looks
on
like
there?
it, doesn't it?
Phone. Probably just in his hand.
Oh my god, dude! That is so frustrating. Your team like to lose like that on a 42-yard kick or something.
Yeah.
Kind of a chip shot in today's NFL. But yeah, I guess it was tipped at the line.
Barely tipped. Yeah, got a finger on it.
Oh god, that's got to be the worst feeling. He took it like a man though in the locker room. He was saying the right stuff. It's my fault. I blew it, and what else are you gonna say? But
Right.
that's got to be so frustrating. It's like the one sport where there's this weird angle to it, like the kicker. You know what I mean? And
I know you put it all in this dude's hands.
Yes.
It's all in this dude's foot. Like you work. You're in the
All
trenches.
year.
You're grinding.
it's
All this
taken your
tough
whole
play,
life.
and then you put it in the hands of this technician.
Yeah, it's such a weird aspect of this sport where
Yeah.
these grown ass men are they're grizzly bears, all of them, and they work so hard their whole lives. And then there's this little twink that comes in and and he can make or break your entire fucking season in one play.
That's something.
And it's like, they have to pick him up and be a good teammate and all that shit. But I can't even imagine the pressure. That would suck. Being a punter would be fun.
None of this would suck. Do you know how much these guys are paid? None of it would suck.
I know, but still, the pressure for a kicker, the amount of times where it's like,
Cashing those
Yeah.
checks, baby.
just get down to the 35-yard line, let 3 seconds be on the clock, and then put it on him.
That guy
It
says
happens all the time, and it's like, I can't even imagine the pressure.
That guy says in there, like, what's he paid though? But no offense, like, there's no way a kicker's being paid 8 to 10 million,
No,
right?
no,
I think-
okay.
I think
10
he
million,
did.
25 million.
He had a big injury, like a hamstring, shredded his hamstring, kind of derailed his
I've never
career.
even heard of this guy.
I know. I think he got a huge contract come to
But
the Bears. The Bears were struggling with kickers. Look it up, dude. I think
God, are
Cody
they just a dime a dozen? They just kind of float around the league. I know there's a handful of really good ones, but you can get
Yeah.
a serviceable guy.
Yeah, I know. But I think Cody Parkey is making some serious coin. It supposedly got some big ass contract, which is what people are pissed about. But you know,
I'm having kind of a hard time.
What is that?
2009.
I can't imagine kickers are paid more than a couple or three a year, right?
I know, but still,
Salary cap?
Seeing them at practice, it's just like, yeah, I'm just over here doing my own thing in my own world.
It says base salary for 2019 is $2,750,000.
But I think he signed a multi-year deal.
Yeah, it looks like there was a 4-year, $15 million year
15 mil.
Okay. Shit.
No, that's what you need to start getting your kids into, Jay. Is field goal kicking, because dude, to do that for your career,
dude. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, watching that video to me, it just 100%. If I'd had smartphones, imagine if smartphones are around in some of these Lions times, like when I talk about throwing the helmet that one day,
like the Weber timeout or something. Just those moments.
Would you have been that guy?
Yes.
Walking out of the building,
100%.
Just fuck you, Jason Hansen. If he missed a,
it's too bad none of our teams are good enough.
Well, here's the thing:
be that compelling for Reeses, because Reeses would be. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, mine would have all been about Matt Millen, though. Like, you're right with the team. It's such a weird, different dynamic. Yeah. But the game where, not even the helmet game. There was a game where I was wearing my Fire Millen shirt and they weren't going to let me in. The guy at the gate was being like, "Oh no, we're not letting us in." If I had a camera there, I might have been like, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
yeah,
you're going to tell me I can't let in. You're going to tell me I can't go in.
It takes a special person to film themselves and be screaming into the phone, but he could do it.
Oh yeah,
he could do
great at it.
You could never do that. I could never in a million years do that.
I don't think, actually, when I just said another thing about it, I don't think I would have done it to the point where the guard, like the usher, I don't think I would have done it with his face, but I could see myself walking away and doing it.
I could see you just like reaming out Millen, though, as you're leaving the stadium.
Hell yes. That would
play that guy's video one more time. This guy's going to have an aneurysm, and he's absolutely incensed. I mean, this is legit. This is not a bit.
Appreciate the pace at which he's walking out of the stadium too. I love it. I love that he's not just standing there.
Yeah.
I love that he's just like, fuck this. I'm turning on my phone. I'm getting the hell out of here.
And he doesn't care. Like, saying cocksucker in public is
there could be a
big
4-year-old standing next to him. He doesn't care.
Doesn't give a shit.
He's in the zone, man.
He is in the zone. Go ahead, Reeses.
8 million, 10 million, 25 million. I don't know how much fucking Cody Parkey's getting fucking paid. But that little fucking cocksucker from South Florida can make a goddamn fucking case for his fucking life.
It's perfect.
I mean, how much fucking money we gotta pay this fucking cocksucker? How much fucking opportunity do you fucking need? How many fucking missed kicks is Cody Parkey gonna fucking hit this year? 11. 11. That's how many. 11. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you.
Perfect ending. Weren't 4 of those against the Lions?
Yeah, I think so.
So,
Yeah.
And it didn't even matter, right? They ended up winning the game.
I think they did. Yeah. I think he hit 6 uprights this year.
Jeez.
I know. And then he hits 2 on the last one. That could have easily bounced his way, but it was tipped. I don't know if anyone cares. I mean, that should,
of course,
mean something.
Yeah,
the
when
ball
you're talking about inches.
The line, but he felt like he got all of it, exactly what he wanted, playing the wind, and guy got his hand on it.
Who knows? Maybe the guy tipped it such that it stayed more right than it would have. Tipped it, huh? Could have done him a favor.
So people in Chicago, it's like they want to blame him, and it's like, dude, your offense didn't really do shit, and you got this number 1 defense that let the Eagles go down with, on 4th and 5 and score a touchdown. I mean, there's a lot you can point to. Not his fault.
43
really,
yards. It's in that zone, right, where you're like, it's kind of far.
If it's a 28-yarder, you want to kill him. But anyways, we've seen this before with Chicago sports fans, where they get so pissed off. They take, think of Bartman. Poor Bartman's.
Right.
Was Steve Bartman?
Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs game. What were they up 3-0 in the 8th with 5 outs to go?
Right, something like that.
And they blame this guy. Like, anybody would have done exactly what Bartman did. Foul ball comes into the stands, you try to catch it.
There's 5 other people in the video reaching over for it. He wasn't the only one.
Just the way he sat there.
I know.
With his Walkman on.
I know.
He was all alone too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the weird part?
Season ticket holder, like biggest fan ever, and he was just. Dude, he was a goat.
They just scored him out of there.
forever. People were throwing pizzas at him and shit.
Even after the Cubs won, wasn't there a big thing like, oh, let's, have Bartman out or whatever? And he refused, didn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He moved, I think. He moved to Florida or something. And they wanted to bring him back as like, an honorary captain or something.
Did he change his name and everything? Like, did he pull a Galooly?
I don't think so, but he won't talk about it. He won't do press. He won't do anything.
Stone.
Yeah, and so but I imagine.
I will say, when you bring that up, I hadn't remembered this in a while. I have anger issues with sports for sure, and I have in the past. 100%. And I remember, I forgot about this, but in high school, my basketball team had won the whatever round, and then they were on to the actual the one we're going to play real teams. Now we're going to play
black guys.
Right, we beat Milford, and now we're going to go play Pontiac Central or whatever.
So you what was it like? What comes first, regionals or districts?
Districts. We won districts, and now we were going
districts. Now you're going to play black kids.
Now we're going to play Pontiac Northern or Pontiac Central, I think it was, or something. Anyway, I've got my freaking face painted and stuff, and I was getting so mad, yelling at the refs, that the assistant vice principal had to come and almost take me out of the game or the arena. He was giving me a warning. I was yelling at the ref. We got our asses kicked, by the way. So the refs were.
Of course you did. I remember that when Harrison played. What school did Weber go to? Not Brother Rice, but
Country Day.
Country Day. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And it was I just think of poor Jeremy Teachman. It's how many times are you gonna let Chris Webber rub his balls across your forehead?
Coast to coast. It was so brutal.
Just get your fucking ass handed to you by this giant on the court.
He was amazing.
Yeah, he certainly was.
You know what else is amazing, Mike?
What's
the
that?
Detroit Cast listener business page. Check it out. It's a page under the Help the Show tab on our website, DetroitCast.com. The page includes businesses owned by listeners, so take a look. It'd be great for you to support fellow listeners who support the show. Today's featured listing is none other than Arnold Roofing. Hey, your roof is old and it sucks. You have flashing leaks. There's condensation in your attic. Mold is developing.
Yep.
And you and your family will die if you don't act now. We suggest you contact Arnold Roofing today. Arnold Roofing has done great work for a bunch of Detroit Cast listeners. So go to our listener business page for more information.
I take it you did not torture yourself and watch the Globes last night?
No, I saw a little bit of the recap. But
yeah.
That's all I needed.
It was exactly how you would think it would go. Except Gaga was robbed, apparently.
What?
Gaga lost.
She won something, though.
She won for best song.
But she didn't win supporting actress?
No, she did not win best actress.
Oh, Stephanie.
Yeah. For who beat her out? Glenn Close. And for her role in some movie I've never heard of. And apparently, I don't know, dude. It's one of those nights, they left Trump out of it, which is good. There wasn't a lot of Trump bashing at all. Little bit of #MeToo.
I heard a Mitch McConnell reference by Christian Bale.
Yeah,
in a weird English accent. The guy talks like this. I had no idea.
It freaked everybody out.
Dude,
Twitter went into
I am not used to that, huh?
Yeah, I
the
know.
man's Welsh, so
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, but people, you were not the only one freaked out by that. Twitter was what the fuck? Yeah, they were definitely. Dude, it's just such a boring event. I don't know what they need to do, but this blowfest on each other and this total crazed PC world they're trying to live in, it was just embarrassing. And I'm sorry, ladies, I think it looks bad when it's Gaga's giving her speech and she's talking about how, as a woman trying to make it and be respected as a songwriter and performer.
As her tits are hanging out.
Yes.
See side boob, under boob, the whole thing.
I mean, dude,
her vag is just about tucked barely under one piece of the dress.
Guys are trying to do it up by blinging out the panel on their suit, or something like that, or they wear a crazy hat. But none of them have a slit up the side of their fucking pants up to their ass cheek.
Nobody wants to see that.
And it's it's time women were more respected in this industry. It's I can see your tits, right? These dresses, I'm not even kidding. You can find some pictures, are cut down to their belly button, and they're taped or glued to their tits with half titty moons.
Yeah, you just see under boob, the whole deal.
Yeah, some girls I want to show my tits too. What do I do? And so it's well, let's cut a big hole through the bottom so people can see side and under boob.
Is it time to revisit the side or under boob controversy that we underwent, a few years ago now? I'm not sure which one I ended up voting for because I'm 50-50 on them right now.
Yeah,
I love them both, man.
They're the best. God. Way better than just a standard cleave shot.
Yeah.
For sure. But maybe you could find some of the dresses and
I think I went side boob back in the day.
I think you did too, and I think under boob was my thing. I mean, look at this. I don't know who is that, Emma Stone or some shit. Who knows?
We call that a sweeping neckline.
Kerry
Mike?
Russell.
That's definitely a sweeping neckline.
Look at that. And as she's walking, she's having to readjust.
Who's she wearing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at this. Hashtag me too. Hashtag time's up. Women need to be respected.
Look up here, gentlemen.
Eyes up here, folks. Eyes up here, you
Kate
creeps.
Hudson. Is that Kate Hudson?
It looks like Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
With both titties
sweeping
fully on
neckline?
display.
Agree?
I mean, that's not a sweeping neckline. Like, look at all these women.
I'd say sweeping neckline is it.
It's down to the belly button, though.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, it's not even sweeping. Like, a sweeping neckline usually, who is that? Is that
I have no idea.
That's what's her name? I like her too. Mandy Moore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Looks different.
So yeah, but all of these women are like that, and then it's like Lady Gaga. Shut up.
Don't tell the Gaga to shut up,
dude.
Mike.
I love the Gaga too. I have Gaga's music upstairs. I like the Gaga. But dude, I don't need to hear Lady Gaga talk about how hard it is for women to be.
Dude, it's fun. It's entertaining.
It is, but it's just.
I do. I watch these and I just chuckle to myself.
But people are standing and ovating. They're ovating while standing.
Yes. And ovate.
Yes.
Let
it's
them do
time.
that.
And I'm just going, no, you idiot. It's hard. That's a hard profession to break into for anybody. Doesn't matter if you have a vagine or a panous. It is what it is. Trying to break. You are part of the 0.0000001% of humans on this planet who have made it to that level. Can you just be grateful for that? And take the extreme advantages you have now and privilege that you have.
But Mike, they think in that spot, though, because they are so fortunate to be in that spot, they have a platform, and it's up to them to speak the truth, Mike.
I understand we're not perfect. But has there ever been an industry less woke than Hollywood? Like, glad you guys are
fun about it.
I know,
it's so funny. Just point and laugh.
I do, but it's like they fucking believe it. They believe that, oh, wow, we're woke now. And, these people up there, I pledge right now that anytime I produce anything,
it'll be everybody.
50% will be women.
50-50 women. I saw that one.
Okay. And people are, yes, about time. I'm like,
so if we do a docu, like a movie about, say, like a football team, I'm trying to think of, like, if we do the Tom Brady movie about,
50-50
we're just going to have to make female football players.
I think they mean the back end.
Oh, okay.
I think she means like the director and the producer and the casting people.
Well, there's a great opportunity missed with the Bradley Cooper character in Mule. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Could have been a female.
Sure. Could have been a black female. Could have been a trans person. Could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah. But it wasn't. It was Brad Cooper. Everybody thought A Star Is Born was going to take home all these awards, and it didn't.
No,
this is an outrage.
Yeah, too commercial. Too commercial for this whole thing.
I thought of it. Wasn't that good? I didn't think it was that good.
I know. That's why I haven't seen it.
Golden Globes are more apt to be the commercialized one, though, right? You get to Oscars and it's more, it's artsy,
prim and
fartsy,
proper,
shit that you've literally never heard of.
Yes,
is up for Best Picture.
The Globes is more kind of sets the tone for the Academy Awards, but the Globes is more like people are drinking, partying. It's supposed to be
They're
the
at
looser
the tables,
room.
right?
Yeah,
that's where Harrison Ford famously did his whole drunken speech.
Yes, multiple times, I believe.
And Ricky Gervais has hosted the Globes.
Yeah, and destroyed. Yeah. And I was reading
killed, murdered,
slaughtered on stage. He murdered on stage. So I was reading Piers Morgan's article, and he's like, you have to bring fucking Ricky Gervais back. This PC crazed culture and seeing these award shows
rein it in
where they're just sucking each other off is just bullshit. You need someone to come in there and kick the shit out of these people without a care in the world, because Ricky Gervais does not give a shit, and he's great at it. And I totally agree. Maybe Kevin Hart comes back to the Academy Awards. There's talk of that because
really?
Yeah, because Gay Ellen came out and said that the community wants him there, and so Ellen's given a pass to Kevin Hart. So
that's good to know.
Yeah, so Ellen's on board. She is lesbian, so she would know if she was offended by his tweets from 20 years ago or whatever. I thought I was like, oh boy, this is gonna hurt in the room. Black Panther was up for Best Picture drama and lost. Black Klansman also lost. If Beale Street Could Talk, and I've never seen most of those, but Bohemian Rhapsody won.
That one, right?
Yeah, that one, and people were upset at that. They didn't think that movie deserved it. But Rami Malek or whatever was fantastic, and he ended up winning Best Actor, which I thought was deserved. I didn't see the other roles, but he was that good in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Better than Bradley Cooper in The Mule?
Much. Yes, he certainly was.
I'll have to see that one. I've been meaning to.
It's really good.
I can't find anyone to go with me though. Gab's like, eh. And
Yeah.
Russell and Manny are going.
Do you like Queen at all?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I love Queen's music, and I don't know. It's great. It's his performance as you know, as Freddie is what's amazing. So, the Kaminsky Method. Have you guys even heard of that?
No.
It won a bunch of things. Best TV series comedy, and then
Oh, that's right. There's TV in this.
Yeah, Douglas Michael, I believe, won for his role
Doug
in that.
Michaelis.
Yeah. Best actress in a limited, Patricia Arquette, whose tits were so on display, they looked like shoulder pads. Patricia Arquette's tits were just pushed up. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know what size these are, but see if you can find them. And she's up there, you know.
And she's in that HBO movie or series about the two guys who escaped the New York prison, right?
Yes.
Horse Dick and the other guy.
Yes. Matt.
Yeah.
Escape
that
at
guy.
Dannemora.
Yep.
That Ben Affleck did.
So this
I believe it was Ben- yeah.
Patricia though is playing that gross
Prison guard?
prison guard / employee, right? That they
Yeah.
bamboozle into helping him out.
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, she looks like yeah. Look at those. Wow.
I mean, they're up to her shoulders at this point. And there's other, if you watch the video, I mean, you can see him jiggling around. It's like,
Where does the areola start?
I
Honestly.
have no idea. I don't think it's going to be pretty though.
Hmm.
Yeah, somewhere in there, taped in there. Yep. I mentioned Douglas Michaels.
Mike.
Mike-
Doug Michaelis.
Yeah.
Did you know that he produced One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest? I heard him on
I think I did.
Mark Maron. I had no idea. That classic film, Doug Michaelis produced that
Really?
back in the 70s or whatever.
Wow.
That's something.
Yeah, that is something. That's great. That's a great movie. Regina King won Best Performance, and she's the one that was
Regina.
is it Regina? Regina.
The name
She's
freaks me
In
out.
the next 2 years, everything that I produce, I'm making a vow, and it's going to be tough to make everything I produce. It's 50% women. I challenge anyone out there who is in a position of power. I challenge you to challenge yourselves and do the same.
Now I got you.
Carol Burnett, we've got a new. We don't just have the Cecil B.
Where, I wonder
DeMille.
how you I want to see the numbers. Like I want to see her show us the
He just always
exact.
gets so hung up on these empty promises.
Yeah,
you really get hung up on
I
these.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
If someone
because
says they're
he
moving to
demands,
Canada,
yeah.
when, you know, he wants to know that
That
they have
one chick,
moved.
who was that one
Rebecca
hit
Black.
what was her name?
Not Rebecca Black.
One hit
No.
wonder from
I
12
forget
years
her name.
ago.
Friday.
Yeah, that was
one?
Rebecca Black. Yeah.
She was going to give half the proceeds to something.
This is the tsunami.
And it has irked Isis to no end that
Yeah.
he doesn't see records. He hasn't seen the data on this.
Yeah, he wants to know.
He's
that
brought
she
it up
paid
probably
her part.
5 times over these 1,000
Yeah,
episodes,
yeah.
which is to me remarkable.
But I want to see. You know what though? It's because they make these things, and I want to see it. She says I'm going to have 50%, and then I want to know. By the way, when I see those people, are they? Why don't you just hire the best for the job? I mean, what if it's 90% women? Whatever. Like,
Yeah, or women traditionally didn't go out for those things, those parts. They weren't interested in them. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can do anything you want, and
women
good.
grips and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, best boy grip. You know, behind the scenes people, whatever. Go do you. No one's stopping you.
Yeah,
You
when
can
are they
go-
going to rename the best boy?
Yeah, that's troubling.
I mean, it is.
It's
That and
not very
honky tonk.
inclusive.
That and honky tonk really bother me.
yeah.
My God.
Best boy, oh boy, that's a bad one, man. That's really
It's
bad.
right there
it's
in your
just not
face.
inclusive.
In your
It's
face.
not inclusive, right? Why would a girl think she could go out for best boy?
All
you
these
know,
little
it's-
girls sitting at home just.
Dreaming of being a best boy.
No, I can't.
No, it's not.
Told by my father when I was 3 I
not
couldn't be a best
inclusive.
boy.
Yeah. Ryan Seacrest is also taking some shit.
Yeah.
You see him wearing his
Wearing-
time's up bracelet on the red carpet.
Yeah. And as Twitter users pointed out, he was accused
Mm-hmm.
of harassing a chick. So
And I believe a third-party investigation was done and found that these were baseless. But he apparently he was just fucking rock, and he would rub it on this girl's back and stuff. She was an assistant for a few years, and he apparently grabbed her vagine too.
yeah,
What are these people that are grabbing vagines? It's just a weird.
just seems implausible for him too.
Yeah.
So I always thought he was just kind of gay or something.
So she felt anything but respected the girl who got her vagine grabbed and whatever, and so I'm distraught that anyone or any situation would call this into question. I'm an advocate for women. I will continue to support their voices. That's what Ryan's saying.
I dug his purple / maroon tux.
I
though.
actually
Did you?
do, yeah.
Has he done that before? I feel like he's done that before. Let me see it again.
It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
I'd wear it.
Works for him.
yeah. Cufflinks.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. bow tie. It works with a bow tie too. Really do. Ryan Seacrest is wearing a Time's Up bracelet while everyone just kind of ignores that he was one of the accused men last year.
Sure.
Accused.
By the
Okay.
way, so accused.
Okay.
So you're right. For one, it was accused.
But she might as well have just said guilty. He's one of the guilty.
And two, what if he, he's like really thought about shit, and he's like, wow, dude, you know what? Maybe I didn't do this, but I still thought more about it. Like, she doesn't give him the thought that, like, well, shit, you know what? Maybe he looked back and said, shit, I should get more up front on this.
No one can be forgiven, Isis.
Right.
No. I'm surprised his career's still going. It's amazing. Someone else said, what gives Ryan Seacrest the ego to wear a hashtag Time's Up bracelet? Does he think we forgot? Someone else says.
A lot of people did, actually.
I guess we're still ignoring this. Ugh, you fucking people. Ugh.
As you said, my recollection is that was investigated and he was cleared.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't, he wouldn't be on 16 different shows doing what he's doing, right?
Yes. And, I not to drop names, but I have a buddy that used to be close with him. And it doesn't mean he didn't, he's not capable of it. But Tooch worked hand in hand with Seacrest for quite a while. And I asked him about it a while back. Like, do you think this is possible? He's like, nope.
Tooch is on record vouching for Seacrest?
Tooch is vouching for Seacrest.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. And Tooch is solid people. And he's like, dude, you don't even understand. Like, this guy had an absolute focus where he was going. He worked it every day and nothing. He would never do something to jeopardize. He knew what his image had to be. He knew how to get there. And he's ridden it all the way to the top, done exactly what he wanted to do. And he's just not that type of guy, So I don't know, for what it's worth.
Right.
And he doesn't strike me as that kind of dude. You don't see him in the tabloids and, banging every starlet in Hollywood, So
yeah, like I said, seemed kind of gay to me. But
yeah, to most people. Yep.
Hey, Hamlin Pub, they recently rolled out a new menu, as you know, so try their new culinary creations, which include Southwest Cobb salad, candied Brussels sprouts, delicious, Korean steak tacos, chicken share, or the big brisket sandwich, or you can start your day with an award-winning backyard Mary Bloody Mary. Of course, these specials are all good at all 5 Hamlin Pub locations: Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and the 2 in Shelby Township.
Kevin Spacey flew private jet to Nantucket
for his perp walk.
Yep, had to do his little perp walk. They let him in a side door, and I guess it was a private thing. And
come on, man, if you're gonna have a perp walk, you have a perp walk.
Yeah, I mean, people got photos of him. He's all smiles and waving and happy. He did that really weird video.
Oh, that was tremendously weird. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the one a couple weeks ago.
Did he do his character from House of Cards?
Frank Underwood.
Okay.
Yep. Did you see that video? See if
you
can do it.
The first time he had appeared publicly in like a year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And these allegations have been strewn about, he touched all these young men and all this. And then he gets charged with touching this 18-year-old, groping him. And then he comes out with this odd video.
Yeah. And see if you can find it, Isis. We can watch a minute of it. But yeah, in character, he's like cutting food up or something. And he's
an artist,
weird.
Mike. He's an artist.
He's truly an artist. He's a great actor. I mean, he's in one of my favorite movies ever, Swimming with Sharks.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, hell yes.
I didn't see this, but I think this is it.
Yeah, let me be frank. It's just on top of these allegations, it's like to go with a character. What a thespian.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful.
This is
I mean,
weird.
after all, we shared everything, you and I.
What a nerd.
I told you my deepest, darkest
He wrote
secrets.
a monologue for
I
himself.
showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think.
He's going inside and out of plot lines in
And
real
you
life.
trusted
So
me.
this is where I pushed stop and moved
Even though
on.
you
I was
knew
like,
you shouldn't.
weird.
I told you should trust
So
me.
we're not done, no matter what anyone says.
Who's we?
And besides, I know what you
God, how
want.
many dicks have been in that mouth?
Oh,
Huh?
I know.
You want me back. Of course, some believed everything and had just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all.
Is he doing
They're just
grating
dying
cheese?
to have me declare that
Cutting
everything
turkey,
said is true
ham.
and that I got what I deserved. Wouldn't that be easy?
Go to the
It
end.
was
Go to the
all
very
so
end. He
simple.
takes a shot here at
Only
the
you and I
cast
both
of.
know it's never that simple. Not
That's right, because they immediately wrote him out, right?
grows
Yeah.
each day.
Oh, yeah.
That soon
Further than
enough,
this, you think? Or
you
Yeah,
will
that-
know
right
the
in there,
full
Spidey.
truth.
Go ahead.
Think of it. You never actually saw me die, did you?
Oh.
Oh, the ring! The ring!
Puts the ring back on his finger.
I don't know the ring.
It's just
Conclusions can be so deceiving.
that's funny, man.
So deceiving. He wrote this
Yes,
script.
me.
He wrote this script himself, probably. Has professional film crew come in and film this whole thing. as Frank Underwood.
What a weirdo.
What a weirdo is right. What a thespian, too.
God, through and through.
What an artist. Even in So, yeah, the allegations on this Nantucket one are this kid who was 18, lied about his age. He said he was 23, but he was actually 18, was in the bar, shit-faced drunk, and claims that Spacey
sees a weak gazelle.
Unzipped his fly, this kid's fly.
He has video of it, doesn't he?
Not really, no. Reached in his pants and played with his dick for 3 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
3 minutes. The assault took place.
So you got calm or what? I mean,
I know. What made you stop at 3 minutes? Couldn't get that thing hard. He's got a girlfriend apparently, and his girlfriend didn't believe him. That's why he started Snapchatting.
Yeah, he snapped her. He's like, oh my God, Kevin Spacey's playing with my dick and balls right now.
Right.
It's like,
She's
bullshit.
like, yeah. And so people
As
thought,
your 17-year-old girlfriend would do.
Of course. And so everyone thought, oh, this is the evidence. This is the press ran with it. Oh, there's Snapchat video of Spacey jacking this kid off.
He didn't save it.
There's not. He's got the Snapchat video, pictures and stuff, and it's just you see a hand like brush a shirt by a shirt. That's all you see. There's no body part shown, nothing. And so they got this trooper on the stand yesterday and were like, Spacey's lawyer fucking ate him alive. Was like, what the,
Yeah.
There's no body parts. No, there's not.
Yeah.
Oh, the kid was blackout drunk anyway, so he's gonna walk on this one. But it sounds like he might be hauled into a courtroom in L.A. again. Too.
It wasn't like the Pigman case, huh?
There were photos of his exposed penis, erect penis being sent. There were also photos of women's breasts being sent back to him.
Nothing like that, huh?
No, nothing like that
Detective
at all.
Phil Stoddard.
Phil Stoddard. Breast. There's pictures of his erect, exposed penis.
There were photos of his exposed penis, erect penis being sent. There were also photos of women's breasts being sent back to him.
Just listen to how absolutely uncomfortable this cop is on the stand.
So awkward.
There were photos of his exposed penis, erect penis being sent. There were also photos of women's breasts being sent back to him.
The Pigman.
Because if he's not on the stand, he's going, oh, yeah, there's pictures of this guy's hard on, and then her titty pics are out. Having to be professional on the stand in that moment, is it nude, erect penis, exposed erect penis. Yeah, Spacey, he got in all that shit too. It's that fucking 14-year-old kid rap that started all this shit with him, wasn't it?
Right, man. Yeah, the kid who was in Star Trek or whatever. Yeah. Exactly. Although it was rumored, right? It was even in Family Guy, the whole Kevin Spacey. My balls thing. Yeah. Apparently everyone knew, and that's when he came out as gay. He was like, "By the way, I'm gay," and people were like, "Oh, fuck you! You don't get to hide behind gay, dude." Yeah, dude. He tried to. Yeah.
And then he went for weeks. He went to some. One
of those camps.
Yeah, he had to go to camp,
ride horses, and do paintings or whatever.
Exactly. One of those, spent $40,000 a week or something to learn that you don't grab strangers' cocks and balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that didn't do it, I guess, in the public eye.
Well, yeah, it wasn't quite enough, at least not yet. But, his paintings and horseback riding, hopefully that had an effect on him, and he's better now.
Hey, speaking of dicks and balls, our buddy Steve Gabara of Zot Ford in for another penis reduction surgery. You hear about that?
No.
Yeah, second one. I guess they're going girth this time. Just going to run it through a lathe, maybe. I think the ladies were still complaining. So best wishes, Steve. Get well soon.
Yeah.
He's laid up due to a surgery.
Oh, man.
Hey, as the original longest running sponsor, Zot Ford and Holly wants to thank and wish you all a happy and prosperous new year. To celebrate this joyous event, the enthralling deals are back in full effect right now at Zot Ford. Lease a new 19 Ford Fusion hybrid. Yes, a hybrid as low as $82 a month. Or if a big, badass truck is more your thing, lease a new 19 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 as low as $133 a month. Surf their astounding deals and their massive inventory at dealsinthed.com.
Is this Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez getting too much press at this point? The socialist
of course,
House of Representative, who's 28, 29 years old. She had a dumb video of her last week.
Yeah, dancing.
Yeah, like in high school. People thought, ooh. I was like, what's the problem? Fucking high school kid.
Yeah.
Doing the Footloose dance or, Breakfast Club dance that a lot of people in high school have done. But she was on 60 Minutes last
night. Aren't you kind of half waiting for a sex tape to come out with her?
Oh, that'd be great. T-Roy wants to bang her something off.
Really?
Yeah. Really?
To me, she's one of these chicks who gets all, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And look, she's not ugly, whatever. She's not your typical politician.
Yeah.
But come on, let's not overdo it.
Yeah. Well, Anderson Cooper, of course, has to ask the leading question. Do you think the president is racist? And it's like, what do you...
Nerf ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No question. That's her answer. No question. He's racist. Yep. When you look at the words he uses, which are historic dog whistles, historic dog whistles of white supremacy. When you look at how he reacted to Charlottesville versus how he manufactures crises like immigration crises, which is just illegal immigrants, like immigrants seeking legal refuge on our borders. It's night and day. So yeah, he's definitely a racist. I just can't believe how willy-nilly people are willing to throw something like that around. Like, oh yeah, no doubt about it. In my mind, he's absolutely a racist. Because I don't agree with him politically. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way he does things. So automatic, throw it away. The president certainly didn't invent racism, but he's certainly given a voice to it.
Oh, he didn't?
What a statement.
And expanded and created a platform for those things. Really?
She getting paid by the word or what? The president certainly didn't invent racism. No shit.
So he's repeatedly
AOC.
The White House came out and were like, look, he's repeatedly condemned bigotry and racism. People are going to feel the way they feel, but he's used harsh language, Jay, to describe migrants, saying many of them were gang members and invaders. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where the racism is in that statement, but that's one of the examples of the racist things he said. The president has also been quoted as saying that MS-13, the gang made up of migrants from Central America, were made up of animals.
Gang members who brutally murder and rape.
They like to kill people they disagree with machetes. That's their thing because it's more painful and takes longer than with guns. So when you
dull machetes, I heard.
Huh?
Dull machetes,
like butter knives. Yeah, I would call those people fucking animals. I'm sorry, I don't have a problem with that. They are animals. In January, he was quoted as telling lawmakers that migrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and Africa were from shitholes. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was even proved true or not. You know, I think he denied it. And
of course he said it.
Yeah.
They're kind of using this chick, though, as their social media manager. You know what I mean? Because she's
Cortez.
Yeah, she's just showing to be really, really effective on social media. And they're learning, Warren kind of emulated that with her in kitchen. Because I guess AOC is doing Instant Pot cooking things like nightly or weekly or whatever. She'll cook a thing and show everybody how the recipe and have a beer and just talk policy.
It's one of the kids.
Yeah. But Warren obviously sees that that's effective. And so her people go, you got to do that too. And that's what led to the awesome, I think I'll have a beer moment.
You want a beer, honey? Oh, no, right now.
I think I'll pass on the beer.
I'll pass on the beer. She's just one of the kids cracking her own beer. Drinking it? Yeah, sure.
Got a golden retriever sitting on the floor.
Oh, yeah, the perfect all-American dog.
White lady dog.
Oh, God. So Saturday she was defending.
That's a white person dog, isn't it?
Fuck yes. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
She's going to ditch that thing at some point?
Probably. I mean, if she really wants to up her game, she needs a pit or a rot. You know what I mean? Like if she showed up with a pit and drinking a beer, drinking a 40, she goes Colt 45 and a fucking Rottweiler. Game on. So Saturday she was defended her decision to take that DNA test too.
Oh my gosh.
She needs to get away. That DNA test.
Yeah.
Trump retweeted someone who wrote Elizabeth Warren something about running 2020 in 2020.
2020th.
Yeah, 2020th. Which is fucking hilarious. I mean, that DNA test was the biggest fucking disaster for her. And she's trying to act like, well,
it's funny though that the press so protected her when it first came out. They're like, see, it proves it. Everyone went, that doesn't prove she's Native American. What?
They did act like that though. That is how they acted.
Right? See, there you go. Trump said she wasn't.
Remember they got that stupid fucking doctor that did the DNA thing on video.
Well,
this proves, there's some Indian ancestry.
Remember, all
DNA.
it proved was that like there's evidence that maybe she had somebody that
164th to 1024th, which is,
and it also could be the same of like a Central American,
right?
Like anybody who's at all just an American mutt is probably going to have that degree in there, right? Of course,
they said it's on average less than most,
American mutts.
Europeans and American mutts. She has less than them, which is
Elizabeth. Oh, yeah, she's got to stop that shit.
But she was going, I want to be clear. I am not a person of color. Really, Elizabeth Warren? Really?
No one thought
you need to come out and tell us you're not a person of color. Are you fucking
Where's
kidding
her
me,
lane,
you old
then?
white lady?
Where's her lane with the Democratic Party then? I'm an old white woman.
I am not a citizen of a tribe. No shit. No shit. Tribal citizenship is very different from ancestry. Tribes and only tribes determine tribal citizenship, and I respect that difference.
Oh, Liz.
Good for you, you old bag white lady. Shit. How does she look into a camera and go, I want to be clear, I am not a person of color? How does the whole room not erupt in laughter or start throwing shit at her?
Yeah. Can I go on record, by the way, while we're on the political topic?
Sure.
Trump's going to get his ass kicked in 2020.
Yeah.
He's going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah. Probably right. But people are like, so can you stop Donald Trump from saying all these nasty things about your DNA test? I can't stop Donald Trump from doing what he's going to do. I can't stop him from hurling racial insults. I don't have any power to do that. It's racially insulting, too, when you claim fucking Indian ancestry to get into Yale.
See, you just keep saying racial, and it just starts to resonate, right? And, yeah, Trump's a racist.
I think 2020 is going to be about my family. It's about the tens of millions of families across the country who just want a level playing field. You know how you level the playing field? You don't take fucking advancements that don't belong to you. Yeah, what was Yale trying to do? Yale wanted more diversity on their staff. And so it was like, I was told my grandma, like maybe my
Navajo
great grandfather fucked a Cherokee at some time, and so I'll check the box. And so now they're like, oh yeah, we've got an Indian on our person of color, even our staff here. And so, yeah, Warren 2020 signed Warren 1 2020th. Fucking great. So I don't know if that hurts her, if she just tries to get away from that, but she's going to have to.
Beto or Kamala are going to be it. And
Kamala Harris will not win. No fucking way.
Why do you say that?
I don't think she resonates
shrill.
with she's not going to resonate with enough people in this country to beat Trump. No fucking way, dude. Too radical. Cortez, we don't have to worry about for another 6-7 years because she's only 29. Right. She's got to be 35 to run.
Yeah.
Sexist.
No, it's in my view. Gun to my head right now, I think it's Beto.
Really?
President Beto. But dude, I think Kamala's right there, man. I think either one of those is gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, maybe.
Just kick his in historic proportions.
Yeah, but we thought that the first time around.
I know, but dude, he barely eked it out, and his base has dwindled since. It has.
Yeah,
man.
You think so?
Yes. Because when I say base, the people on the fringe who helped bring the key Michigan, Wisconsin, etc., they're not still around, dude.
What if he gets funding for the wall?
I think honestly, I think it's gonna have dissipated this whole let's blow shit up. Let's vote for a guy that's just gonna muck it up, and you're gonna look and go, it really didn't change much, and I wanted to change a lot more. And moreover, more importantly, the other side is way more mobilized. Well, they are gonna bring out so many more people to make sure that fucker doesn't get a second term.
Well, we called it in the midterms. We're like, one thing we know for sure is you're gonna get 100% turnout at the polls.
Yeah, but you thought it was gonna be a red win for the
no.
Yeah, you did. Rewind, dude. Go back and listen.
I thought it was going to be a red walk away. No,
yeah, you did. Was it on the heels of Kavanaugh and the whole immigration thing? You guys,
I don't
you were
think
calling
so,
red.
man. I think that he thought it might be closer than people thought.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought, because people were calling for this giant blue wave, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be this giant blue wave that everyone sees. But I did not think at all, because I
knew smackdown, dude. Those House wins, that was a smackdown.
Yeah,
and
but that happens every presidential.
The fact that suburbanites are going blue now, shit that was red before is now purple.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his ass kicked.
Are you gonna vote for him?
I don't know, man.
What if Ruth Bader Ginsburg goes down?
Well, then he gets his vote in this time, and there's probably less reason to vote for him next time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think he probably will. I could see him getting his ass handed to him in 2020 more so than the midterms. But I knew that the left was going to mobilize like crazy. Like, there's nobody who's on the left that's not going to vote. Like, I can see people on the right just going, we had our run here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We wanted him to blow it up. You really didn't do all that much.
Yeah.
I'm not all that excited about him for a second time.
And the Dems are starting to get smart too by calling out Bernie Sanders and going, stay the fuck out of this one, man. Because Bernie bros can blow this thing up by stealing, too many votes away from whoever really should be there. And so you're probably right. We're gonna get Beto.
Wait a minute.
Skateboard.
Wait a minute.
Backwards
one of the two.
Who really shouldn't be there? Bernie should have been there. Like, that's ridiculous.
I know.
They cheated him in reality.
Oh, fuck yeah! But he was a pussy about it. He didn't call it out fast.
You're
enough.
right. You're right.
He didn't go on the attack. He had to.
Yeah,
right?
but
I mean,
he's gonna have a tougher time this time because he was the alternative to the bitch who nobody wanted. Everybody hated Hillary, right? So they're like, oh fuck, I guess I'll go with this guy. Yeah, we'll latch onto this guy. He's kind of fun, you know. You look at him, he's all disheveled, crapless looking guy. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, but I was feeling the burn.
He's gonna have trouble firing up the burn again.
Yeah,
it's gonna go to a good looking younger person, probably with some intersectionality like Kamala. But I think Beto, calling himself Beto, that's key, man.
What up, man?
It's not Robert.
Hell yeah.
It's Roberto.
We need to get this fucker fixed, man. Come out on a skateboard with a backwards baseball hat.
What's up, fuckers?
What up, fuckers? Cowabunga, bros. Ugh. Did you see this chick who was in the Boston Marathon bombing? Remember the Boston, what was that, 2013? You remember that little event called the Boston Marathon bombing? This woman lost her leg in that. She was hit by a car on Saturday. Oh, it's like, I mean, at that point, does someone just have it out for you? I mean, seriously, she's hospitalized.
That's what they always say. That's what they always say with the, with some of that stuff like, oh, if you could go back and change history, that in reality, some people believe that if time travel were possible, that really, even if you stop someone from getting hit, time's just coming anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
is going to get you.
Yeah, it's just going to happen a different way.
Yeah.
You can't fight it.
Adrienne Hazlitt, professional dancer, pretty impressive with one leg, posted on social media that she was hit while in the crosswalk Saturday night. She wrote, she was thrown into the air, landed, crushing the left side of my body, completely broken.
Hold on. Isis, you're somewhat of a professional dancer. Can you imagine one-legged doing that shit?
No.
One-legged?
No, I could not.
Didn't Paul McCartney's ex with the one leg? Didn't she try Dancing with the Stars? It was a debacle.
It was a disaster.
I want proof that this chick's a professional dancer.
Well, she claims to be. They say professional dancer. I didn't say it. I didn't know. I've never heard of her, personally.
What are your other favorite professional dancers, Mike? You said you never heard of this
Baryshnikov.
Paula Abdul.
Yeah. Baryshnikov is my all-time top. Okay. What, who's yours? Michael Flatley.
I didn't say I liked
Michael Flatley, the lord of the dance.
Who's yours, E?
I don't have one. I don't claim to know who professional dancers are.
Well, we just rattled off a few.
Yeah, I got you.
J-Lo. She's one of the Fly Girls.
That's right.
Yeah. Eat it, Isis.
You said Paula Abdul.
I asked Mike, though. Your Jay wasn't the one who... But see, the
thing put up real dancers.
Yeah, he put up Baryshnikov and Flatley. These guys make their living.
Okay, and he did it.
Yeah. So the driver, he did get a citation for hitting this chick. She wrote he says the driver told police he was turning and did not see her because it was dark and rainy and she was wearing dark clothing.
He didn't see the shine off of her metallic leg.
I think he was taking a turn. Saw last minute. That almost happened to me when I was leaving Tuches and coming back home. I told you guys about that. Black dude in a black hoodie goes darting across the fucking street.
Yeah,
dude, it's a miracle I didn't clip a wing, take that dude out. I don't know what I would have done.
You'd have ran for sure.
Oh yeah. Keep fucking going, man. I don't need that shit. So he was issued a citation for failing to stop for a pedestrian in a marked crosswalk. In 2016, by the way, she went and competed in the Boston Marathon and did it. She said that was the hardest thing she's ever done. So I guess she didn't cross the finish line in 2013 for some reason, but in 2016 she did. And I don't know. Do you think they gave her a special go in there? Because don't you have to make certain times to be?
Well, you have to qualify,
right?
And then I'm sure they have the bus that comes up at the end, right, and picks up any injuries, righty? I mean,
right. I guess, yeah.
I think every marathon has that.
Do you think she had to qualify like everybody else, though? I mean, if you were blown up at the finish line of the Boston Marathon,
they have like
some
celebrity bull crap things.
So you don't think she had to make some? No. I think that's fair, though. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And she finished it, and that's
dude, it's more than fine that she was okay to be on that thing. Are you kidding me?
I know. Well, she's, just saying.
Just think of how old that story seems right now, and that son of a bitch is sitting in jail, and he'll be there another 40, 50 years.
Oh, yeah.
Think about the length of time, man.
Are they trying to kill him? Or did they not have the death penalty in Boston or some shit?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Smug asshole. Cover of Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off more than anything is that son of a bitch on the cover of Rolling Stone looking like a sex symbol. I can't even think. Tarshinkov brothers or something.
Tarzanov or some shit or
Zarnov.
Yeah. Yeah, and he ran his brother over trying to get away.
Oh yeah,
during the shootout.
Squashed his brother's head, I think.
Whew.
Yep.
Like a pumpkin.
Yep, sure did.
Hey, you have an annual physical to make sure you're healthy. What do you do each year to make sure you remain financially fit? Our friend Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial specializes in thoughtful and objective investment guidance designed to keep your finances in shape. So call him today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
I'm putting you guys on the spot here, and maybe you read the story, Jay, but do you guys have any idea or care to venture a guess as to what the most retweeted tweet of all time is? We got a new one, but do you remember?
I remember at one time it was that Oscar photo, or was that maybe the selfie? I thought maybe that selfie.
The Ellen
with
DeGeneres selfie.
Yeah,
that was it, right?
No, that was not. That might have been, but last year, you remember Carter Wilkinson, teenager, was reached out to Wendy's and said, "How many retweets do I need to get free nuggets for a year?"
He hit the record?
Yes, dude. He had 3.6 million retweets on that. Celebrities were jumping in because Wendy said 18 million. And so they ended up coming out because he didn't get claimed 3.6 million. He didn't get close to it, but Wendy's ended up going, all right, we'll give him free fucking chicken nuggets for the year. I would think you could get that for life. Just free meals, just for all the press he got from that. He did solid by Wendy's.
What would you get? Literally like a card or something?
I've always wondered how that works when you get the.
Yeah. I think they do. I think
doesn't
they do
McCarty have something like that? Like he goes to Big B's or something, and he just uses a card,
probably.
Card, like a limitless gift card or something.
I think that they do
a
stuff
black
like that.
card.
Yeah. Where it's like, I can eat any McDonald's I want for free forever.
Gross.
Yeah. So that was the old one. Now, Japanese billionaire's tweet has become the most retweeted of all time. After he offered to give away $9,000 to 100 lucky people on the net. Yusaku Mizawa, we've talked about him before. He's got that Zozo or whatever clothing line.
Okay.
He used to be in like a punk band back in the day, and he's worth like $3 billion. And
so what's he doing in this tweet?
He says all you have to do is follow me and retweet this tweet. The post appeared to be in celebration of his website, Zozo Town.
And then he'll do what?
He was going to draw randomly 10 people or 100 people to get $9,000.
This isn't a Scott's Tots situation.
What's
Michael Scott on The Office was going to give college education to the whole class.
Yeah.
And then he ended up having to just
God, I can't believe you don't remember that.
I remember Scott's Tots.
I don't remember the best moments of that. To me,
really?
In my opinion, there's
fucking awesome.
When was it? Because I stopped watching that show.
Probably the second season, third season.
Shit.
I don't know, but it's one of the top 10 to me for sure.
Anyway, he was sending this tweet out in celebration, I guess, for his site Zozo Town making 10 billion yen in sales over Christmas and New Year's. So he's $3 billion net worth. That's nothing to him, right? Peel that off and give it away in no time. So yeah.
Well, how many retweets did it have then?
4 million.
Oh wow.
So 3.6 million was the last one. Does that seem like I mean, I know that's a shitload. But retweets are a lot harder to get than likes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You got to really like something to retweet it. I retweeted your picture this morning.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I did it, dude.
Dude,
it was so
disturbing.
Uncomfortable. Look, listen, episode 1196 at the very end, we had an emailer. I think it was Derek who emailed in and challenged us to go fully nude, but put on socks and shoes.
Yeah.
And he said it would feel worse than being fully nude.
And what, walk around the house?
Yeah, and he challenged us to make a presentation in front of our significant others. Gab was not home this morning, but I did don the shoes and socks, man. And I'm telling you, it was as weird can be.
Yeah, it looked very uncomfortable and weird. I was a hard out. Nope. Because you challenged us to do it, to try it. And I'm like, no, that is not happening.
So I get out of the shower. I've got a towel around my waist. So I'm like, all right, I'll try this. And I decided to go dress shoes, make it even worse.
Yeah.
So I grabbed some socks, grabbed the dress shoes, laced them up, and dropped the towel. And
And what, did you just walk around the room a little bit, or did you just stand there?
I was just kind of standing there and just walked to a place where I could get a clean picture of my feet, basically.
Yeah,
on some
calves
carpet.
and feet. How much did you finger squeeze and zero in on that photo to make sure there was no dong reflections in the?
I didn't even think of that until somebody mentioned that. He's like, "Oh, I can see your dong in the reflection."
Well, there's a shadow.
Like, no, you couldn't see it because I tied my dong around my wrist when I took this picture. See,
Kentucky wristwatch.
That's right.
But I was looking, and it was like between his legs. What is that? His fucking dong shadow? And I think it was a calf shadow. But then the shininess of those shoes.
Yeah,
that was
God, I honestly didn't even think about that.
Those are some of my most favorite stories ever. When some guy's posting, like, he's selling his China wear, and there's a picture of him, and he's butt ass naked in the mirror reflection behind him as he's taking the picture to post. It's like he never sees it. Those stories pop up, and they're always my favorites.
Yeah, that would have been wow. Yeah, I could see how it could happen.
Can you imagine if there was just a nice, like,
Just
solid helmet,
Yeah.
like outline? Definitely,
Awesome.
you could see it on the beige carpet, the light carpet, or
Right.
on the shininess of the shoes. Maybe you can find some of those pictures. People nude in the background.
No, you guys got to try this though. It is so uncomfortable. It's so the emailer was exactly right. It's way
yeah.
worse than being nude.
Of course it is. That surprises me none.
Socks and dress shoes.
Huh. Maybe we'll try and find some pictures here in the break. Why don't we take a quick time out and Twitter users skewering popular movies, pointing out that writers don't live in huge New York homes and blah blah blah. So there's a bunch of them here. They're kind of funny, so we can go through some of those. And we got an assistant principal he's in some trouble.
A principal.
An assistant principal. One of these that stormed into the bathroom. You take a whiz in the urinal to prove you're a man. Yeah. So we'll get to that and more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
Welcome back to the show. Mike and Jay. And just before the break, we were talking about Jay's bold decision to accept the challenge, to go nude in just socks and shoes. And it was so horrifying to me. There's no chance I'll do it. But
I wanted to scream. It was so horrifying.
Was it that bad? It looked that bad. You can only imagine how much worse it would be for me or Reeses than you. But I immediately noticed the shiny nature of your shoes, and I was like, oh man, is he gonna accidentally have a dick pic show up as a reflection? Because we've seen that before. And so I asked E if he could find some examples of people, and some of them I think are just being funny. You know, here's a TV, and you can see the guy's butt crack in it, and it's like, it's got a little crack in the screen, but BUT. But some of these are just people that didn't realize. You got some examples there, E?
Like, I think they're just selling stuff online here.
Chicks standing there in panties.
Yeah.
Taking a picture of a dress.
Mm-hmm. Most of these are people.
Oh, this one is over here. This is more what you're talking about.
That's the one, right? Guy's standing in the dining room taking a picture of his dining room set to post on eBay or whatever. And there his reflection is in the mirror. Full frontal, right?
Yeah. They've got a little thing over it, you know, saying eBay. They don't want to show a dong on there.
Good for them.
Yeah.
What is that? So that's a reflection.
On the CD cover, just this fat dude, I think. Like this guy right here.
Yeah. He has no idea. His fat face is on there. Oh, it's a chick.
Oh, is it a chick?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's doing it again. There she is.
Oh, boy. She really wants to sell that CD. Who the fuck is buying a used CD online?
I know.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Oh, gross. So here's a bike that they're advertising, I guess. And then off to the side, there's some chick leaning over.
Oh, God.
Bare ass.
What's the next one?
Shoot. Where is it?
Reflection on a computer screen.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know why it's not here.
There's other ones. There was one I saw of a guy who's like squatting down to take a picture of this TV selling.
This one's a little better.
Just a nude dude.
This dude
taking a picture of his computer monitor. Yeah. I'm glad it didn't happen to me.
I found this other website too, even like where this girl's just like, he's trying to take a picture of his nice girlfriend for like Instagram or something, and it's like, there you go.
He's in the mirror. How could you not see that?
I know.
I mean, seriously. There's one where a guy that's hilarious because a guy is squatting down and he's fully nude and his dong's just hanging down. He's like taking a picture of a TV, a big screen that he's selling. And
look at this.
There's another mirror.
Yeah, he's got dad taking a picture of him for prom, but dad's in his fucking undies.
Nice classy dad, by the way. Like he didn't put pants on to take a picture of his. Anyway,
some of these are just in a tux, and
some of these are different than what you're talking about, but just another situation. Girl taking a selfie in a mirror.
Yeah.
So.
Hairy-assed guy down there. Jeez, yeah. Gross. Glad it didn't happen to you, Jay.
Yeah.
Mike is right, though. I and I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes. I post so much shit that I probably have, but I do try. Like when it's posting just an image of like, I want to show something off. I'm always trying to think like.
Because our listeners are doing that. They're fucking zooming in on every goddamn thing in the background of the studio and stuff.
Well, what's so crazy in this day and age, obviously, is like at one time you would have had to have like maybe someone could have looked at a photo and they could have showed you and you could have stared at it. But even if someone posts a picture, like you can post a picture from 1980, of all of a sudden like, oh damn, look at this old flashback to me in prom in 1980. And if you put it on like a Facebook or something, you can do the 2 fingers and zoom in. Like
see exactly what's going on. I mentioned Twitter users poking fun at common movie mistakes and stuff like that. I thought some of these were pretty funny and relatable. See if you think so. They talk about films often getting a lot of details wrong, mistakes and oversights that are glaringly obvious to anyone in that line of work. And so people were like, hello, I'm a hacker in a movie and I can crash through firewalls and IPSs in seconds without performing any recon whatsoever. It's like, how often have we seen
where they just go to a keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in.
Yeah. It's supposed to be some, jewel heist or something, and they've got this crack security system that this dude's gonna crack.
Die Hard reminded me of that when I watched that on Christmas. Like, there's that hacker guy who's taking down the security system, just sits down at some random keyboard.
Is that the one? And the quarterback is toast.
Yes.
Is that guy? Hello, I'm a government agent in a movie. I have no family. I never take my sunglasses off. I have no concept of clearance. Who has it or who needs it? And I always wear a tailored suit.
Yes.
Never take my sunglasses. The clearance is great, dude. For real. Like some of those times it's like, dude, they would have to you could not just walk in here and be like, do the thing. Like, yep, that's it. Let me in. And it's like, okay.
It just shows how lazy writing is. Where it's like, this storyline has worked in thousands of cases, so let's just keep doing it. This one.
By the way, before you move on, can a listener do me a solid and draft me a transcript?
I know, dude. I know. I thought about it as I was halfway through it.
Yeah, I was just gonna move along because I didn't understand a fucking
I'd love
word
to just read that one off.
Yeah, I got halfway through and I didn't know what I was doing, so I just but I had to keep talking.
What is he expected to do?
Did you have to?
I felt like I had
tried to circle it back and
sometimes
bring it around.
I do think in my mind, if I keep talking, I will explain what I mean better. I have a thought in my head, so if I just keep getting it out
keep
there,
that mouth going.
Someone out there knows what he was trying to say there. Someone out there does.
So you can give me subtitles if you want, listener. Go ahead and give me the full transcript and then just subtitle it for me.
Is it possible for because this happens from time to time? Is there a word? Could he just yell abort in the middle of a statement like that and then just
rutabaga,
just shoot himself out of it like it didn't happen?
Yeah, man, we'd forgive you.
If you just went.
No, you wouldn't, because then it would finish your thought. Oh, where were you going?
Not if you screamed abort, dude, and you pulled your ripcord.
One free abort.
Every what?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah,
okay,
fine.
Fair. So if you find yourself going down a road where don't just try to keep talking.
Okay.
Just abort. Pull the ripcord and abort yourself out.
Is the board just abort? I mean.
Yeah, you can just pause and go abort.
Okay.
He's once gonna forget abort.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna roll around with different words. Dude, what's a fucking word? The word. Anyway, go on.
Whatever. Once a week.
How much have you seen this storyline in movies? Hello, I'm a lawyer in a movie. Every case is a lengthy jury trial where I'm totally outmatched and losing the entire time. Then at the final possible moment, I have a stroke of genius that no one ever thought of and win the case hands down.
Right. Yeah.
Thinking of Joe Pesci and what was My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah.
One of those. Hello, I'm a female particles physicist in a movie. I work in the lab, full makeup, pencil skirts, and sky-high heels. I run my particle accelerator all alone without the help of any grad students or technicians, and it makes cool sparks and glows blue when I turn it on.
It's true. There's always these hot scientist chicks, right?
Hello, I'm a reporter in a movie. I have 3 months in which to file a story. It's about the person I'm falling in love with. My editor is as much a mentor as a boss. Let's see, we got a few more.
Oh, man,
here.
that's funny.
Hello, I'm a writer in a movie. I bring a printout of my long-ass novel to my editor's office and wait while my editor reads the whole thing right in front of me, loves it, and offers me an advance, which I accept. Apparently, my editor pushed my agent out a window right before this. Hello, I'm a sergeant in a movie. I seem strict, but have a secret heart of gold and will grudgingly shake your hand after you graduate basic training. I have no life outside of the Army and only exist as an obstacle for you to overcome so you can reach your fullest potential. I think we've seen that a time or two. Hello, I'm a gay friend in a movie. You'll know because I'm always speaking salaciously about hot guys, but I never seem to have any sex. Also, if you're having a bad day, you can rock up at my place uninvited regardless of the time, and I'll set you straight.
Sure.
Hello, I'm a Muslim in a movie. I'm one-dimensional and speak with an Arab accent, even though I'm not Arab. Everyone suspects me of terrorism, treats me like trash, but in the end, I'm innocent and people learn a valuable lesson on inclusion.
Okay.
Definitely seen that. I'm a professor in a movie. This one.
Oh boy, yeah.
I'm a professor in a movie. I only reach the main point of my lecture right as class is ending. Then I yell at students about the reading and homework as they leave.
It's true.
How often have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hello, I'm a deaf person in a movie. I can totally read lips from across the street through a windshield and in the dark. When I sign, someone repeats what I say out loud and nobody else signs because I can read lips super good. Duh. Also, I'm the only deaf person ever in the movie.
There's never two.
There's never two of them signing together. That's not true. There was a show recently that came out that had might be Walking Dead.
Huh.
What might be Walking Dead that's doing that. Storylines of inclusion. You're seeing a lot more lesbian couples and signers.
I like that you said, like, I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore, but you said that, like, all of a sudden now, like...
Oh, yeah, they've gotten very, very inclusive as they've... His time is gone. We're getting very progressive.
How odd, considering like the reality is people would be dying off more and more, and the zombies are eating people. But somehow, while people are massively being killed by zombies,
they're getting a diverse population.
Yes, very diverse. A lot of people. I don't know if two white people have hooked up on that show in the last 2 seasons. I think it's black people go with white, like black girl, white guy, white girl, black guy. We're seeing a lot of that. A lot of lesbians.
So that show hasn't jumped the shark yet, or are you describing to me that
some people think that it has?
Yeah, E bailed. I still like it. I do. I think this is the final season with.
Really?
Yeah, maybe with Rick or something, or he's coming back.
Season with Rick? I thought you were gonna say final season.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's one of those where it goes off for 6 months, and then so we're in that hiatus, like mid-season. They break, and then so there'll be another half to the season. But I don't know. Who knows where it goes? Mention the you know what? Show you this Chihuahua.
Dude, I saw this Chihuahua. This is tragic.
He's kind of a badass, though. He takes a bullet to the face.
Freaking lived.
Yep. Arkansas sheriff. He's been fired.
What is this cop thinking, man?
I don't know. Keenan Wallace is the cop's name. He was relieved of his duties after a disturbing video showed him shooting a small Chihuahua in the face while responding to a call about an aggressive dog.
This was a canine unit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sick his partner on him. Right?
Do you really want a canine going after a fucking Chihuahua?
It's more of a fair fight than a bullet.
Yeah. So he arrives at the home, finds 2 small dogs on the front lawn, and the dog's owner, Doug Kennedy, shows he's got video going. So he sees the cop walking up, and while the dogs are barking, and anybody that's ever had a Chihuahua knows that's their gig. They just scream their heads off. Man. Yeah.
They chirp.
Yep. So Wallace can be heard threatening to shoot one of the dogs if it becomes too aggressive, and he did just that 20 seconds later. After Wallace fired his gun, the dog named Reeses. Hi, Reeses.
He's giving orders to the dog. If you don't get less aggressive, I'm going to shoot you.
I guess. Or he's telling the homeowner, like, get your dog under control.
Okay.
And the guy's
just like, Reese's, not Reese's.
I don't know what it is. It's
Reese's. Although
Reese's. It rhymes with pieces.
No. The company, I think at one point, I looked into this. I think the
Reese's
company has come out and
Pieces.
said they're okay. We're okay with either, but I think.
Well, they want to be inclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Reese's Pieces.
You're right. I say it wrong all the time, but you are right.
But I don't know that his name's not Reese's. I don't know.
Assume it's Reese's.
I would have much preferred he was named Carl.
Yeah.
That would have worked way better
Steven.
than Reese's. And Lou. There's Lou took a shot in the face.
Kenneth.
This guy's like, are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Cop's like, nah, I told you. He said, I'm recording you right now. I just recorded you shooting that dog in front of me, putting me in danger. The deputy replies,
That's it, man. I mean, you're
I
discharging a service weapon like 10 feet in front of this guy filming.
Yeah.
This guy's insane.
You're supposed to, right. You're right. Aren't you supposed to only like discharge that if,
Oh my God.
like last resort, you use your gun?
He's like, yeah, no, you weren't in danger. I shot the dog exactly where I aimed. It's like, ugh.
He didn't even kill the dog. He didn't even kill the dog. The thing just flopped around the lawn. It's awful, man.
Yeah, and he got a broke jaw. You got a breaking jaw.
God, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Reese's.
all right. Tough little guy. You have pictures. I don't want to even see the video. What is this dude thinking?
You didn't watch it?
No, I don't want to see him. But I saw him with a bullet hole in his cheek. He's gonna be okay though.
I guess this is from the video, but here just a second.
I imagine it's disturbing. I don't want to see a little guy crawling around.
Oh, look at his little head.
How
do you survive?
How does a Chihuahua take a bullet literally in the cheek and survive?
I don't know.
You would think that would blow him his whole head off. He's a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Hey guys, I'm doing better. I'm on the mend now.
Feisty little man.
Yeah, I got a broke jaw, but I'm doing better. Yeah, I got a bandage on my ankle. That guy shoot at my face. Racist cop shoot at my face. And the force was right. Canine German Shepherd guy. They were like, yeah, his job is to de-escalate the scene. It's like, dude, how can you possibly think you're helping a situation by drawing your fucking service revolver on a Chihuahua?
It's a Chihuahua.
What does he think? I mean, honestly, what does he think the Chihuahua is supposed to do? Like put his arms up like, no, we're good. Don't shoot.
And at worst, it's going to nip him on the ankle, right?
Yeah.
It's a friggin' ankle biter. That's what those things are.
Yeah. So the police said, we'll keep Reese's in our thought through the recovery process. I don't know if I believe that they're going to keep Reese's in their thoughts.
You know,
I don't believe it for a second. To be honest, I think that they don't like what their officer did. I think that he will get,
he's been fired.
Right, but I don't think that they're going to be sitting there every day going
to bed at night, saying their prayers, and then sending a special thought and prayer out to Reeses. I don't think that's happening, but especially in today's society with everything that cops have to deal with, it's like that must piss these guys off so bad. When it's like, really, officer, really? You pulled out your service revolver and shot a Chihuahua in the face.
You're right, though. Even though this isn't even a human situation, it just shows another cop like, dude, this is his problem solving. Like,
dude, in reality, it's probably a falling down situation, right? That movie with Doug Michaelis.
Oh yeah,
where he just loses it,
Yeah.
And this is probably the last straw.
You think so?
The straw that broke the dromedary's back. He's just like, fuck me, I've got a fucking dog. Bam, fuck you.
Yeah.
There's just been shit that's happened the last 10 days that have just worn on the guy. Same with the straw attacker from last week. There's got to be there's no way you can be going through your life like that.
Yeah.
So hair triggered in the instance of this cop, and so hair triggered in the instance of that straw guy at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You can't be living your life like that on the edge all the time. It has to be
doing
like
that kind of job.
Yeah, you have to be. This film is just catching like the last straw on these people.
Yeah, you're probably right. You see this guy, he's mumbling to himself as he's driving over there, probably pissed that he's got to go on this stupid call about an aggressive dog. And it's like, you can't take your day out on that dog. You can't blow the lines out on that dog. You know what I mean?
Little Reeses. He's a Chihuahua.
But you know what? He's a cute. He is a cute. I don't even like Chihuahuas by, typically. But this guy's Reeses is all right.
Jay's dead. Jay's right. I mean, I know it's not that outrageous of a claim, but Jay is right. Like, when I talked about my big boy time and getting fired at Big Boy and finally walking back that, for this one order and just be like,
blowing the lines
just
out.
Order off the fucking menu, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, mod this and fucking add this. And it just,
and
it wasn't that day.
It wasn't on that bad day.
Right.
It
wasn't
wow,
that.
This guy's nuts.
Yeah.
He is in that instance for sure.
Suddenly looks like an insane person bitching about someone not wanting tomatoes on their burger.
Like that's, if you had taken that at just that moment, it would have been like, dude, really? Like, just because two people wanted no cheese and one person wanted, whatever, that this guy was like mumbling to himself. Like,
what are you supposed to do if you're a cop though? And it's like, should you be able to go, Sarge, look, I seriously, I might shoot the fucking dog in the face. I've had a really rough week. It's been
that's a different job.
My fucking ass handed to me on the streets all the time, being flipped off by kids on corners. It's I don't want to go up there and shoot this Chihuahua in the face, but I might.
I reckon if there's a patrol officer talking like that, the Sarge ought to put him at the desks for the day.
Yeah.
And I don't know the protocol there at most PDs, but I gotta believe that's a warning sign, man.
Yeah, I mean that guy definitely wanted to pull the trigger on his
Sarge.
gun.
I'm gonna shoot this dog if you send me on the
seriously, man. Can't you send any other officer over there? I mean, I'm just not in the mood, man. I might shoot his face.
Problem is then, if you watch like that Flint Town, I mean, I know this is, there's just
understaffed, overworked.
Right.
Yeah.
Tough situation, man.
That's when you go, all right, give me your gun. You can take the taser. I'll take your fucking service weapon out there.
Sick your partner on him, man. You're a canine unit. Let him handle it.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. Also mentioned this assistant principal, and he's
oh boy,
school board in West Virginia is not happy with him. They're deciding whether or not to suspend him indefinitely for allegedly telling a transgender male student, you freaked me out, man, during a bathroom dispute. Michael Critchfield claims the assistant principal, Lee Living Good.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
Not living good right now.
Harassed him as he used the boys' bathroom, according to the teen Living Good, who was
dude.
suspended with pay last month. Dude,
yes, it goes without saying.
That just did not need to be put out there. You could have aborted that one.
No.
Because he's not living good right now.
Why do you think as last night with the put your dick in it?
Put your dick in it.
Cook your dick.
Why do you think we both stressed living good?
Yeah.
Why do you think that was stressed by both other people in the room?
I know.
Because he's not living good right now.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
So last month he was suspended with pay, which sounds like the dream gig.
Absolute dream.
I mean, dude, can you imagine?
Sit home, watch General Hospital.
Go home for a month.
Cashing those checks. Mailbox money, baby.
He goes blasting into the stall. He's like, hey, is there anyone in here? And Michael Critchfield said he was, but said that's when he left the stall. Living Good was standing in the bathroom doorway blocking his exit. He barricaded me in and demanded to know why I was using the boys' bathroom
when he replied, "It's my legal right as I identify as male." He told him he was calling he wasn't using proper pronouns. These. So he's trying to repeatedly explain his gender identity. He was continually interrupted by the assistant principal.
That's really astounding.
Come out here and use the urinal. If you're a boy, use the urinal.
Use it without getting your back wet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. He said, if you can't use the urinal, you shouldn't be in here.
You could sit on the toilet too. You could go in the guy's room and sit down if that's what you want to do.
And then
thumb over garden hose.
It wouldn't be Oh, wait a minute. Is this a girl or a guy?
It's a chick identifying
chick
as a guy.
Oh, as a guy. Okay. Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah. And then apparently, Living Good went on to exclaim, "I'm not gonna lie, man, you freak me out."
That's a direct quote.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I know. It might be the funniest part of the story. I'm not gonna lie, man. You freak me out.
But he did use the proper noun there, right?
Yeah, I
man.
guess.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
So the American Civil Liberties Union is calling the impending decision a life or death issue.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The stakes couldn't really be higher here. It's past time that West Virginia schools take LGBTQ issues seriously.
Oh man.
Couldn't be higher.
Life and death, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Holy.
Talking about the suicide rate amongst
It doesn't matter.
trannies.
Pre-op and post-op, same 40% is what it is, man. It's not.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. Why the fucking assistant principal's even getting
that's
involved?
his job, right? We talked about that a couple months ago. The assistant principal is the guy who brings the wood, dude. That's what he does. That's all he does. He tromps around the hall looking for malfeasance.
Right.
But dude, in this day and age, come on, man.
You are going viral, sir.
Again, is this the straw that broke the dromedary's back
definitely
situation
what
where
this
he's
is
just
with
like,
this,
these
dude.
fucking kids, these fucking transsexual things. It's bullshit. All right, dude, piss in the urinal. Show me you're a guy. And don't get your back wet.
Yeah. Well, if you look at what the assistant principal, even the principal, how much his world has changed in 4 years.
Yeah.
5 years. I mean, dude, honestly, 4 or 5 years ago, this would not be a topic of discussion. This would be a fucking joke. And now these guys are trying to adjust to.
Some might say it's still a joke.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know. And some might say that.
Some
in fact,
might.
a lot of people would say that. The thing that, everyone jumps all over this principal, and I'm not saying he handled things properly. Probably
It's a great quote, though, isn't it?
not kidding you, man. You freak me out. But it's as if people want to make this decision. Okay, I'm saying it wrong now. Some being wants to tell us what they are now and change the rules overnight, and then expect that there's not going to be any pushback. That they're going to go through life. It's like, dude, this is a decision that comes with a lot of repercussions from society. It just does. It happens to every fucking group, that marginalized group or what. You do not get a free pass where nobody is allowed to even mention it, take issue with it, talk about it, have a board meeting that doesn't come out your way. Your life is going to be difficult. Sorry. It is what it is. It's just weird. It's like, oh, we can't even mention Caitlyn Jenner's name. Oh, don't even mention it. It's like, why?
Bruce, I mean?
Yeah, why does Bruce get a free pass?
Yeah.
Why does Bruce get a free pass against every other person in society who gets made fun of for stupid shit? I should get to some email. I'm just going to get myself in trouble.
We do have some email.
I don't care that this chick's a dude now. Honestly, I don't. Piss where you want.
No, he is a valuable human being.
Sure.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a weird thing that's going on, but
it is weird.
Doesn't take the value off the human being.
People are trying to adjust.
Hey, if you want to write into this show, send us your thoughts to email@detroitcast.com. Brian writes in concerning the Ring doorbell video that we watched a couple weeks ago that I claimed was a fake.
Yeah, you turned me on that one too. I think it was fake.
It's not, though. Brian writes in. He goes, I want to touch base about the Ring video you guys discussed in 1193. I've known and worked directly with the chick whose house it was and can vouch for her sincerity and the validity in regard to the video. The guy was on drugs, legitimately tried to break into her home. There's no wool being pulled here or shenanigans
really
being had in posting of said video.
Where was that video taken? Was that in Michigan?
Yeah, I mean, apparently. Yeah. Or, yeah, wherever Brian lives.
I'd like to hear from her. I'd like to get her word on this.
Well, he says if we want to speak to her, he can set us up.
All right.
David writes
just
in.
Just send us an email too.
That'd be fine. David writes in, horse issue. Just to clear up the horse issue. And we're going back to now when E claimed that there weren't horses indigenous to North America.
I kind of couldn't claim. I think I just asked. I was like, wasn't that something that we brought? I said, I think that's what I thought.
I don't remember the exact conversation, but I do remember that there was a question brought to the table by Reeses whether horses were indigenous to North America.
It's harder to find the answer to that than.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into different species and so forth, we got really convoluted. But just to clear up the horse issue, says David, I think what Etard is referring to is the English settlers teaching the Indians, feather not dot, how to tame horses to be ridden. I just watched the Ken Burns documentary called The West. Hope that helps. Eezus, you just watched The West, didn't you?
Like a year ago, but yeah, right.
So you're telling me
I forgot
Indians didn't ride said beasts until English settlers came along? I don't believe it.
I don't know that I believe that
I've seen cowboy and Indian movies, and I've seen them.
I've played cowboys and Indian
movies.
Those movies were fake.
I've seen them without saddles, bareback. They're excellent riders.
Yeah, excellent riders. They can shoot bows and arrows right from the.
It's amazing.
From a bareback position.
The cowboy Indian thing was basically just made up.
We used to play cowboys and Indians all the time growing up. Were you cowboy or Indian?
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Indian Guide, so I was partial to the Native American.
If I had the headdress, I could not wear it.
Yeah.
You know, if there was an Indian headdress, because you wanted to go, oh,
dude, that was so offensive. Think of that.
Oh.
The Indian Guide headdress, right?
Yeah.
It was a band, and you had these friggin' feathers that were like fluorescent. They were dipped in paint. And you had like a fluorescent orange feather.
Yeah.
Of course, my dad was big feather, my brother was little feather, and I was little scout.
Oof.
But you know, it's no big deal.
Think about that, running around in the park, whoa, wearing a fucking headdress,
throwing fake Tommy Hawks.
Oh, what ass weepays. We all were. The amount of people that dress up for Halloween, you can still do it now.
Yeah. David writes in, what up, fags? I've got a grievance that I'm quite confident at least one TDC podcaster will render bona fide. First, though, I need to provide a preamble, much like the cult leader does with his grievances. I am not some Fady-esque retard. I say put, not but. I know the red-nosed reindeer is Rudolph, not Randolph, and I have a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Michigan. My profession requires me to read a number of legal contracts. Hence, I'm well-versed in legalese. Just wanted to let you know you're not dealing with some 38-year-old living off the teat of his parents.
Can he say philanthropic, though?
He can probably say that. All right, now start the clock. Pin dick lawyers using words and phrases in legal documents unheard of to the common man. Case in point, the following phrase on the signature page of my mother's trust. The grantor and the trustee have hereunto set their hands and seals all as of the day and year first above written. I guarantee you that shit lawyer who wrote this is, 1, short as fuck and has a Napoleon complex, 2, drives a Bimmer to compensate for his 3-inch panus, and 3, orgasms over pre-20th century history like Big E. I need a Samuel L. Jackson drop for all these turd lawyers yelling, English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Bye for now, Dave. It's bona fide, dude.
Yeah.
There's a huge push in the legal profession to eliminate that shit.
Really?
Oh, huge, yeah. Just plain language.
I thought that was
so stupid.
Isn't there a reason why Washington, D.C. uses the dated language they do and lawyers? I thought it was for like gentlemanly circumstances, like the wording in some of those things.
Honest to God, everybody just copies and pastes shit. Copy, paste, boom. So you have these documents that are just bastardized over years, and it's just tradition.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this is how you end a trust. And so you just copy and paste that
Read
wording
that
in.
line again, dude.
That's incredible.
Ridiculous.
The grantor and the trustee have hereunto set their hands and seals all as of the day and year first above written.
What is he saying there?
I don't know.
The grantor and trustee sign on this date.
Okay.
You know.
Oh.
Or you could just have them sign and date it.
So he was saying that the person that's getting this will signs here.
The grantor and trustee have hereunto set their hands and seals all as of the day and year first written above.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck.
He's right about that little Panus and Napoleon complex too, man. I guarantee it. Yeah, Dave, you're right on.
Well, what is the message you're sending there? That a big dick tall guy can't be a douchebag lawyer?
Right. No, they definitely can.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a big push to get rid of that.
Really?
Shit,
do you think that'll ever happen?
It's ongoing. I think, yeah, as generations, there's more and more writing conferences and shit that are pushing this, and more articles that are being floated around to people to just, dude, cut the bullshit. And even judges will sometimes say, you know, some of the more progressive ones, like, you know what, you know, you could have cut half this brief out. This was really a lot of
over the top
legalese.
garbage. And that's mostly just in documents. That's not, you wouldn't go to court.
No, you don't say that. Yeah.
and speak like an
Although
asshole
there is
that.
like, may it please the court.
Yeah.
There are little phrases like that stick. But,
may it please
But
the
no,
court.
when you're sitting there at motion call and some guy goes, brother counsel, I'd like to address, and you're like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Brother
you just
counsel.
referred to your opponent as brother counsel.
Oh,
my God.
Have you ever said brother counsel?
No,
Dude.
not in a serious way.
You didn't take that gig all that seriously, Mr. Stan Berta.
Yeah, no, I think there's more and more people like me who are like, this is just douchey. Hey, we'll save the rest for tomorrow.
All right.
Brother counsel.
Brother counsel. Brother host.
Yeah.
All right, brother's host. E, can you just one time say philanthropic for me?
Heretofore.
I don't even remember philanthropic. I mean, I can
Philanthropy?
say that.
You got this.
Finish your thought, Isis.
Abort.
I used it. He gets no more abort. Wow, he was seconds away from ending the show. You used your abort.
Good use.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen, sugar.